desire to reunion with your twin flame today? Not yesterday, not in 10 years, today. You have this desire for your divine masculine since years now. Or maybe you explored yesterday that this person is your twin flame and you are totally new on the twin flame journey and you already realized reunion is what you really would like to have to, but the only thing you see is challenges and blocks and being blocked.
Your twin flame being very far away.
Exactly. Maybe on the other side of the ocean, well, like it was in our case. In this video, we share with you how our reunion unfolded on our twin flame journeys and how you too can have what we have. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to our channel Twin Flames Embrace. We are Paco and Déborah.
Hello.
Twin Flames in Union and also certified ascension coaches with Twin Flames Universe. And in today's video, we speak about Twin Flame Reunion, a powerful love story, and how you can come from separation to union.
How to overcome those challenges, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And I also invite you to like and subscribe when you would like to have more juicy topics about twin flames. Let's jump into today's topic. And this topic is about a reunion with your twin flame. And how you can do it and how we did it as we are in our union now. And let's start with the divine feminine in our union. How did you do it, Déborah? How were you able to manifest your divine masculine, me, into your reality?
Well, it all started with a desire, basically.
That's the first thing you did.
Yes.
You allowed yourself to feel the desire.
Yeah, I got really clear. Like, I wanted my life partner with me. I wanted the person that I could grow old with. And so that kind of was the spark that started it. That's the thing that had me going all these years without knowing that it was twin flames. I really didn't learn about the term until 5 or 6 years ago when I found the Twin Flame Universe community, which we always share the link. You can join this Facebook group we have and you can share your experiences and get a lot of like help and support and a lot of like juicy resources to help you come to the same place that we are now, because in truth that's the tools that helped us like have what we have.
Yeah, but how did you came to this place where you found Twin Flame Universe?
Well, that's basically it. Like my whole life or journey, if you will, was about knowing that I wanted to be with this person. And of course, I never knew I never had like a face or name for my man. So I just had to kind of like go out and explore. And I went through a couple of relationships and they didn't really work. It felt like we're not really clicking in that deep sense, or that I will have to give up something that was very important for me in hopes that this relationship will work or it will even get better with the coming of the years. And like the first relationship was an extremely abusive one, and that didn't really last long. I got very clear very soon that this ain't gonna fly. And the second one, for instance, was getting really close to what I always desire or picture. But it did happen that after a year, that kind of like love bubble popped. And we weren't really having that much connection anymore. I was not feeling very comfortable with this person. He was a very nice person. Like, he was a very nice guy. I'm not denying that. But we were just not very compatible in truth. And after 2 years, I think, or almost pushing the third year of the relationship, I have to be like super honest with myself and get really, really clear. It's like, the relationship has been this far and this way. What is there to tell me that this is gonna change in the following 5 or 10 years? Because I was always getting in relationships, not because I was bored. I was seeking to build something that will last. And then I was like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna change. And what happened is, like, if we, for instance, decide that we would like to have family, well, I don't think the kids are gonna really like bring a solution. If anything, they are gonna like accentuate or like bring up even more the upsets that were already between us. And so I was like, yeah, I don't want to invest in a relationship for years or decades only to realize that I was just like fooling myself that this could work when I already knew it wasn't gonna work. So that relationship ended too. I then, after a couple of years, had the last serious relationship. Clearly was a repeating of lessons that I didn't learn from the first one, but and it also didn't work. Like, it clearly, our values and our visions for what we wanted in life were absolutely opposite. They were absolutely nowhere, like meeting nowhere in the middle. Absolutely not. So I was like, yeah, okay, no, like this is clearly not the person that I'm looking for. And I felt very crushed. It's like, I was like, okay, third time's the charm. Maybe maybe I finally found the person that I thought was like it. And no, it wasn't. In the middle, I kind of like got a souvenir, so I ended up being pregnant. So we have a child from a previous relationship, this last relationship, and that was kind of like the last drop. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm getting like really sick of trying and not finding what I want. And after a couple of years, because I always gave myself space to process in every breakup, I wasn't like jumping from one relationship to another. That never really felt good. I was like, okay, this is what I want. I'm done settling or like trying to fix a square in a circle. Like, no. And from there, I just simply took my space. I started being more with myself or going out with my friends. I wasn't really like looking to be with a guy. Maybe like hooking up, of course, like I met a flesh, but it's kind of like just maybe I was bored. I don't know. And it pretty much ended up happening. Like, one day I invited, I was back then living on my own, and so I started inviting people through this platform called Couchsurfing because I wanted to kind of like get to know people, since my project was to migrate to Germany. So there was kind of like the excuse to practice my language and whatever. And I invited this person, and that's kind of like how you call it, like the catalyst, like the thing, the person that triggered me learning about Twinflames, because it felt like this very deep connection. And I remember feeling like God finally answered my prayers. And I was like very convinced that this person was my twin flame back at the time. So I started exploring. I started wanting to understand why it was so like magical and it felt so good during the time that we were together. And then he resumed his traveling and I resumed my life, but there was no communication anymore. Like, how is it that somebody that you feel like you could share so much about yourself and feel like very comfortable with suddenly doesn't respond to any of your messages anymore, and they're kind of like ignoring you, and they're like, yeah, okay, you send like this, oh, I feel like this and I like this and I remember that and I want to share this, and the other one is like crickets. And that's pretty much what got me to find the community and find the teachings of union. And it was very simple to me. I found their tools, I put them into practice, I felt they worked. They helped me feel like really good. They helped me understand what the connection was, how the dynamic works, because the relationship between twin flames is absolutely different to anything that we know. So that's basically it. I just started taking one step after another. I started doing what we call the inner healing work, which is finding the places where I wasn't feeling good about myself or my past relationships or any aspect of my life, whether that be my relationship to my son or my family or whatever. And little by little, I started healing, kind of like peeling layers as an onion. Peeling layer, peeling layer, peeling layers. And the more I did that, the more I felt like embracing the things that I liked. And that's pretty much what brought him to my life, effortlessly. seemingly effortlessly. Like, of course, I was doing the inner work. This is why we say it's work. It has the word work included. But at the same time, it was no longer this, oh, I'm coming like out into the world like an explorer, like an Indiana Jones of relationships. Oh, where is my guy? Where is my guy? I was just focusing on what felt good, on what I was interested in doing, what I felt called to do, and he just simply naturally came into my life. Yeah.
Exactly. So. And how was it on my end as the divine masculine, as my divine feminine, my twin flame kind of explored what this connection is. We felt our whole life, because I had all my life also this desire for this one person who is my best friend, who understands everything and who loves me like I love her.
Unconditionally. Because exactly. I think that was also kind of like core values. Like, I want this person to love each other unconditionally.
Yeah, I had kind of similar experiences with people I was in relationship, women I was in relationships, and then at some point on my end it always came to this point where I was bored, and so I ended up these relationships as I was not feeling bored when I was alone. I came to clarity, this is not the one on my end. And so, like, the last one, because I really felt she is the one, but it was not the one, I felt like, I really need to feel here. I didn't felt I need to feel, but I really would like to get clear what is life about. I kind of started with more like philosophic questions and explored different religions and spirituality. And some years went by, and this urge for this love got bigger, and I tried to numb out more and more. But also this urge got bigger and bigger. It was a little strange time, to be honest. But in a nutshell, I also, like my divine feminine, kind of met my false twin flame, which triggered this opening up. It happened some months or years after my divine feminine went before, and I started to googling true love, and then this word twin flame popped up, and then I just went deep in exploring, and there was this urge to this word just to explore there. And at some point, poop, from Twin Flames Universe, a video popped up from Jeff and Jalia, and that was it. It was like I was guided to go there, like there was a magnet in my heart which showed me this is the way, this is the way, this is the way. And on my end, I learned to do inner healing work, like Déborah shared, not knowing her yet. And yeah, this was what happened in my life when we were still separate from each other. I had to work through my challenges, and as my divine feminine chose, I chose too.
All across the board, we were making the same choices. Yes.
I made the same choices. Even on the outside, it looked different. Within, I did the same like her. Maybe not exactly at the same time,
but we were calling the same experiences to get clear what we truly desired. So at the same, it's kind of like all roads lead to Rome.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that like we couldn't recognize each other at the beginning. We still needed to move through certain lessons and getting clear. So we were both having like these false twin flame experiences, and it wasn't until we were ready to let this go that we finally were able to reveal each other. And that was also with the help of the community. I have to admit that when I found out that he was my twin flame, I was like, okay, I'm not very happy about this, but like, again, I had the teachings and I had the support of the community and the tools. And of course, like at that time, we were both having coaching classes with Jeff and Shalia. So that was very helpful in moving through these rather challenging moments in your union, because not everyone manifests being with their twin flame in everything's a bed of roses. Like, we are talking about your divine counterpart, and this is the person who is going to help you find these places where you don't really like yourself, basically, so that you can start liking yourself. And that's
So round it up in a nutshell. What can our audience do? What can you do to reunite with their twin flame, with their divine masculine or
divine feminine, depending on who you truly are? Well, basically, it's just, I feel if I have to sum it up, it's get clear on what you truly desire. If you really want to be with this person, not to numb out to something, because we see that a lot in the community. A lot of people come seeking their twin flame, but believing that their problems are going to be resolved, and that's not quite true. Then if you really want to be with the person that you would like to grow with, then check out the links. We will highly encourage, just investing in some time, subscribe to Twinflame's Universe free Twin Flame Ascension introductory e-course. It's 8 lessons. You receive them by mail. It's very simple, very easy, and it kind of paves the way.
And you can really get clear if you desire this.
Yeah.
Connection with your twin flame.
Yeah, exactly. And once you know that you really want this,
yeah,
we highly encourage you getting this book, Twin Flames Finding Your Ultimate Lover. You can find it also in Amazon, because it's gonna take you deeper into how the dynamic works and what you can do to pretty much clear the blocks between you and your twin flame. And we assure you, there's absolutely no physical distance that can like come in between you. I was having like this funny anecdote, and I would like to share it before closing the video, which is like, my desire to move to Germany was so big that at a certain point, like, my whole family was making jokes like, you're gonna marry a German guy. And well, it was not in Germany, but kind of like came very close. I am all like spiritually married to an Austrian guy, which at the core are very kind of like very similar. So if you know that, trust it. Like, if you know that in your heart, trust it, and don't give a flying F what people around you may be saying. That's okay. They don't have to get it. It's just you being clear with what you want and going after it.
What a wonderful ending. It's just trusting this feeling in your heart, and just don't give a shit what others saying. You deserve your twin flame, and you deserve to reunite with your twin flame. So to say, stay loyal to the love in your heart, and stay loyal to what you desire. And we see us in the next video.